Driving for Uber and Uber Eats in 2024 can be an intriguing option, especially if you're looking for a flexible way to earn money. But like any job or side hustle, there are a lot of factors to consider before jumping in. Let's dive deeper into what you should know if you're considering this as a way to earn an income. First off, one of the biggest draws to driving for Uber or Uber Eats is the flexibility. Unlike a traditional job, you're in control of when and where you work. If you've got other commitments, like being a student or managing a family, this flexibility can be a huge advantage. You can decide to drive in the morning before classes or late at night after the kids are asleep. The fact that you can set your own schedule makes it appealing for people who need to work around other responsibilities. Plus, if you find yourself in need of quick cash, the pay structure allows you to cash out your earnings almost instantly. This can be a lifesaver when an unexpected expense comes up. However, there are important downsides to consider. Driving for Uber and Uber Eats comes with a significant amount of vehicle wear and tear. Your car will be your office, and that means lots of miles on the road, which translates to more frequent maintenance and repairs. Over time, these costs can eat into your profits, especially if you're driving an older vehicle. And while the idea of being your own boss is appealing, it also means that you're responsible for all your expenses: gas, insurance, car maintenance, and even your self-employment taxes. These all come out of your pocket. It's easy to underestimate how quickly these costs can add up. When it comes to earnings, the reality can be a bit of a mixed bag. You might earn anywhere from $3 to $20 plus per trip, depending on a variety of factors such as the time of day, location, distance, and whether you're delivering food or giving a ride. For instance, a short food delivery might only pay around $3, especially if it's a slow period or if the customer doesn't tip. On the other hand, a long ride during peak hours with surge pricing could net you $20 or more. But remember, even if you get a $20 fare, a significant portion of that will go towards your expenses, so it's not pure profit. In terms of time, a food delivery might take 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how busy the restaurant is and how far the drop-off point is. Rideshare trips can vary even more. Some might be a quick 10-minute drive, while others could take up to an hour. The time you spend waiting between trips also factors in. During peak hours, you might get back-to-back orders, but during slow periods, you could be sitting idle for a while, which means you're not earning anything during that time. Another aspect to think about is safety. Being on the road for long hours comes with inherent risks, from the possibility of accidents to dealing with difficult passengers. Driving late at night or in unfamiliar areas can also pose safety concerns. Additionally, as an independent contractor, you don't have the safety net that comes with traditional employment. You won't receive health insurance, retirement benefits, or paid time off. If something happens and you can't work, there's no sick leave or short-term disability to fall back on. Moreover, it's important to understand that your earnings are largely controlled by Uber's algorithm. While you have the freedom to choose when to work, you don't have much control over the trips you're offered or the rates you're paid. Uber's algorithm decides which jobs you get and how much you earn for each trip. This can sometimes be frustrating, especially if you're trying to maximize your earnings during peak times but aren't getting the high-paying jobs you were hoping for. Now, let's talk about the type of car you're driving. Fuel efficiency is key to making driving for Uber or Uber Eats financially viable. With gas prices being unpredictable, it's crucial to drive a vehicle that gets good mileage. Ideally, you'd want a car that gets at least 30 to 35 miles per gallon combined. But if you can afford a hybrid or an electric vehicle, that's even better. These vehicles can offer much higher MPG or miles per gallon equivalent, MPGE, significantly lowering your fuel costs and increasing your take-home pay. If you're thinking about making Uber or Uber Eats your full-time gig, there are some serious considerations to keep in mind. The biggest concern is income stability. Earnings can be highly unpredictable. One week, you might do great because of high demand or good weather, but the next week, demand might plummet due to a change in weather, increased competition, or simply because fewer people are going out. This volatility makes it difficult to rely solely on this work to pay your bills. Another point to consider is the lack of job security. Since you're classified as an independent contractor, Uber or Uber Eats can deactivate your account for a variety of reasons, sometimes without warning. If that happens, you're left without any income, and there's often little recourse to get your account reactivated. Then there's the issue of benefits, or lack thereof. Without an employer providing health insurance, you'll need to purchase your own, which can be quite expensive. Similarly, you'll need to manage your own retirement savings and figure out how to handle time off, since you won't get paid vacations or sick leave. This lack of benefits can be a significant drawback, particularly if you plan to rely on this as your sole income source. It's also important to acknowledge the physical toll that this kind of work can take on your body. Spending long hours behind the wheel can lead to issues like back pain, eye strain, and general fatigue. Over time, these can impact your overall health and well-being. Without a proper work-life balance, burnout can become a real issue, especially if you're driving long hours just to make ends meet. Finally, it's worth mentioning the financial management side of things. As an independent contractor, it's crucial to manage your money wisely. You'll need to set aside funds for taxes, track your expenses meticulously, and plan for slow periods when your earnings might dip. Poor financial management can quickly lead to debt or financial instability, particularly if you're relying on this income to cover your living expenses. So, is driving for Uber and Uber Eats worth it in 2024? It really depends on your situation. For some, it's a great way to earn extra cash on the side, thanks to the flexibility and the relatively low barrier to entry. But for others, particularly those considering it as a full-time job, the risks and downsides might outweigh the benefits. It's essential to go into it with your eyes open, armed with a solid financial plan, and a clear understanding of the potential challenges. For more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, check the description below for links to products that other drivers have found helpful when driving for Uber.